So, you're thinking of moving to Flagler Beach, Florida, but you're not really sure where everything's located? That's exactly what we're going to cover in today's video. Where's the airport? Where are the restaurants? Where's the closest city for work? We're going to talk about all of those things and more as we jump into my computer and I do a Google Maps video tour with you guys. And we're going to get after it right now. So we're now in my computer. We're about to take a deep dive and explore all things Flagler Beach, Florida. If this is your first time to the channel, hit the button subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications, and you'll be the first to be notified every time we put out new content about Flagler Beach, Florida, and living in Northeast Florida. My name is Stephanie Schulis. I'm with Keller Williams Realty, and we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to make the move to Flagler Beach, Florida, Palm Coast, Florida, and the surrounding areas here in Northeast Florida every day, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to make the move in the next 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we'll do everything we can to help you make a smooth move to Flagler Beach, Florida. First question you may be asking yourself is, where is Flagler Beach, Florida? Flagler Beach, Florida is a small coastal beachfront town in Flagler County. It's this little red blur right here in Northeast Florida. As we zoom in, we'll start to see that red a little bit more clearly. You can see that the biggest metropolitan areas are Orlando and Jacksonville. Those are going to be your largest airports to Flagler Beach. And then Daytona, which is right here, so pretty close to Flagler Beach. They do have a regional airport in Daytona. If you're looking to fly out to the west coast of the country, you're not very likely to find direct flights from Daytona, but definitely worth knowing that it's there and doing little checks and seeing if that may be an option for your flights and travel. Flagler Beach here, like I said, is in Flagler County. Flagler County encompasses Bunnell, Palm Coast, and Flagler Beach. Ormond and Daytona are part of Volusia County, and then St. Augustine up here is part of St. Johns County, which is just south of Jacksonville. Giving you a better view here, you can see that Flagler Beach, like I said, is beachfront and coastal. It is surrounded by some great state parks. Up through here, this is all part of Palm Coast here. This is state parks through here. And then you get down into Ormond by the sea, Ormond Beach, and down to Daytona. Flagler Beach itself is really small. It's got about 5,000 or so people in it, and it really is a beachfront community. This here is the Atlantic Ocean, and this here is the Intercoastal Waterway. You can see Flagler Beach doesn't really extend much beyond that. If we zoom in, I'm going to zoom in really close here to kind of give you guys an example. This here is A1A. This is going to be the major roadway through Flagler Beach. It is a scenic and historic coastal byway. It goes right along the ocean. It's beautiful when you get to drive by it. One of the first things you'll note as you enter Flagler Beach compared to some of its neighbors, you'll notice that there starts to be restaurants. These are mostly all going to be beachfront, or at least have great water views of the beach or the Intercoastal and Matanzas River here. So we have some great restaurants and bars there. And then you'll see that they really start popping up all right next to each other here and down through this stretch here. This is where, if you've seen the pros and cons of Palm Coast videos talking about there not being a great nightlife, you're not going to really go bar hop in Palm Coast, you can do that here in Flagler Beach with the way that these restaurants and bars are lined out. So if that's of interest, Flagler Beach is pretty close and you can still get to experience that. You'll also see that in addition to all of the homes that are available here, we do have a few canals and cuts off of the Matanzas River. The Matanzas River is what this section of the Intercoastal Waterway is called. I do refer to them kind of interchangeably. So if that causes any confusions, I apologize. Just let me know. I'm happy to have a chat with you and back up and explain the whole stretch of the Intercoastal Waterway and the different rivers and names that it has throughout the different stretch. All of these streets here are going to have different home options, as well as some restaurants and shops and things sprinkled out. The majority of the shopping that you're going to be doing is going to be here. This here's the 100 bridge, or the Flagler Beach Bridge that you'll see through here. These are kind of the two main parks within Flagler Beach. Then all through here is going to be your main shopping. You've got your Publix here, got a CVS here, your banks, and kind of that there. There's also some storage facilities along here, some shops, some more homes here, but the majority of what we're talking about is all going to be centered right here. So that one of the perks of living in Flagler Beach really is that beachside, coastal, laid back, small surf town vibes that we've got going through here. As you get towards the south end of Flagler Beach, you'll start seeing some more hotels pop up, and then in the very bottom, you'll start seeing some condos lined up here. And that's kind of one of the key indications that we are about to cross over into Volusia County and Ormond down here is kind of that line of condos there. One of the great things about Flagler Beach is that several of these areas here are gonna have public parking and beach walkovers to get you down to the beach. Flagler Beach is not one of the beaches in Florida where you can drive onto it. Most of them do have a little walkover and steps down onto the beach. And those are all, or not all of them, but they have a number of them that are open to the public and easily accessible. And it's not all private property for those that own the beachfront property there. So that's always nice. You can see public beach access and little pavilions and things like that, which are really cute. Flagler Beach does technically have a pier. It was destroyed in a recent hurricane, and so they are working to get that back up and running. So if you're going to go look at it today, sadly you won't be allowed on it, and you'll see that they are making ways for improvement there, but we will have that back in our community soon. A lot of people will meet here at this intersection here on 100. Just a little easier to find parking and things like that. Again, the big draw here is the beach, is the restaurants, the local shops. You're not going to see too many chains in this area. I mean, yes, there's the 7-Eleven right there, but it's much more localized, much more small community feel. So even if you're thinking of moving to Palm Coast or Daytona or St. Augustine, stop by and visit our Flagler Beach. It is a fantastic community, tight-knit group of people, locally owned restaurants and shops that would love to see you. And then, of course, if you're thinking about moving here, this is all what you can have within pretty much good walking distance, which is phenomenal. If you have any questions about Flagler Beach, Florida, and making the move out here to Northeast Florida, you can leave a comment, shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email, and we will do everything we can to help you make a smooth move to Flagler Beach, Florida. See you on the next video.